Sitting next to me right now is the Parasound Halo Hint 6 integrated amplifier, a product that I've had in my house now for over a year, making it the perfect candidate for my After the Hype series. And for those of you who don't know, my After the Hype series is when I take a hi-fi component and then talk about what it's like to live with over the long haul. So today we're going to have a lot of fun, and here's going to be the game plan. So first, for those of you who never watched my formal review of the Hint 6, I'm going to give you a general summary of the pros and cons behind this unit, and then I'm just going to straight up be honest with you all about how I truly felt about this product, not only during the evaluation process, but also how I feel about it now. Because I think the Hint 6 is the perfect example of a component that you tend to appreciate more through time. So first, here's what I said in my review. I recall saying that for $3,000, yes, this is an expensive integrated amplifier, what you're getting is a good jack-of-all-trades solution. And I said that for three reasons. Number one, it offers good power from one box. I believe it outputs 160 watts into 8 ohms and over 200 watts into 4 ohms, meaning it's capable of driving most loudspeakers fairly well. And then there's the voicing of the product. It's all about giving you a balanced presentation. The treble, the mid-range, the bass, all of it is well integrated. There's no major peaks or valleys in the frequency response. Sure, there's a little coloration to the sound. I would say there's a little bit of warmth in the mid-range, maybe just a little bit of smoothness in the top end. But overall, what this amounts to is a product that pairs up well to a wide variety of speakers. It doesn't really matter if you have KEF, Focal, B&W, or Buckhart, Tecton, Zoo, whatever, it will likely sound pretty good through the Hint 6. Now, I also like the feature set in the sense that you get tone controls, you get home theater bypass, you get low pass filters, high pass filters, a balanced input section, you get USB inputs. So it comes with a lot of features, but now switching to the downside, it doesn't come with the primary feature that a lot of people are looking for today in 2020, which is the ability to stream directly from your phone or laptop or whatever directly to the unit. So I think the next iteration of the Hint series, whatever they call it, will need to include that feature. And then in terms of performance, I think the noise floor on Hint 6 is bordering on acceptability for something at this price range. Most of you are never going to notice this, but when you connect power-sensitive speakers like the Klipsch Heritage series up to Hint 6, you're going to hear noise coming from the tweeters even at your listening position. Again, most of you are never going to notice it, but it means it's a poor match for highly sensitive speakers. So that's my overall take on the Hint 6. So now I'm just going to get straight up biased and personal with you all. During the evaluation process, it became immediately clear what Parasound was going for. And I think they did a great job. But personally, I was rather bored with the sound of the Hint 6 at first. Because here's the deal. When you're spending $3,000 on a hi-fi component, you want to be impressed the moment you connect it to your system. You want to go, oh my God, listen to that resolution or that dynamic output, or oh my God, I've never experienced a soundstage like this before. You want that experience. And the Hint 6 doesn't really offer that. Now, I'm not saying that it's a poor value or that it has subpar sound quality. Think of it like a product that is a 7 out of 10. I'm trying to find my words here. A 7 out of 10 in every category. It does have good dynamic output. It does have good resolution. It has a good everything. It's just not amazing in any one regard. So at first I was like, this is a cool unit, but maybe a little bit boring. And when the review was done, I'm not going to lie, I was excited to get it out of my home. But as you can tell, it's still here. And I'm actually, in hindsight, very satisfied that it is. And that leads me to what it's like to live with over the long haul. So first, I've encountered no reliability issues with it. Volume control still works fine, still tracks just fine. All the inputs that I typically use work fine. There's no abnormalities whatsoever, so that's good. But in terms of performance, I've come to find that it's one of the more versatile integrated amplifiers I've come across, because it just pairs up well to everything. And as a reviewer, this serves utility to me because it allows me to evaluate speakers knowing that what I'm experiencing has more to do with the speakers than due to this component. But beyond that, I also noticed that when I listen to music through the Hint 6, I noticed that, you know what? It all sounds pretty good. I noticed that I'm not too particular about the type of recordings I go for. Instead, I can listen to whatever speakers I want to listen to at the time, to whatever music I want to listen to at the time. And ultimately, what I missed in my review is the fact that this is a solution that's great, absolutely fantastic for somebody who wants a one-box solution with a lot of power behind it that has a balanced sound, but moreover, it's going to be for somebody who's just overwhelmed with options and you don't even know what type of sound you want. Do you want a warm sound? Do you want a bright sound? Like, what do you, oh my God. If you don't even know what you want, this is one of the safer bets, especially if you want it from a company that's well established, known for customer service. The product's reliability history is usually pretty solid. It has a good feature set to it. It's an easy recommendation. But for people who want that more exciting sound or something that has more of a character to it, well, it's still not going to be the best choice. But the problem with going with components that have a distinct character is that what you're doing is you're buying into somebody else's interpretation of sound. And as you spend more money, you tend to get a more extreme interpretation of that type of sound. Meaning that those components tend to be more particular with the type of music they're going to sound good with, as well as the type of loudspeakers, in the case of electronics, that they're going to sound good with. So you need to know that when you go in that direction, you need to facilitate it accordingly. This takes out a lot of the guesswork. And if I was a dealer, honestly, I'd probably sell a lot of these just because I know that for the average person walking in who doesn't watch YouTube videos or go to audio forums, like this is going to be more than what they need. Anyways, that's going to be my take on the Hint 6, or my retake on the Hint 6. I don't know if there's anything more to say here, but it's a unit that didn't really impress me at first, but through time, I've gained a lot of respect for it, and I actually quite enjoy it nowadays. Anyways, guys, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.